Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Going On Daily Live radio broadcast. It is season 3, episode 41, and I'm Sharon Clark, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Kyle Miller. How are you this morning, Kyle?
I am doing excellent. It's a good morning for sure.
Well, we've had a little bit of struggle. We apologize for starting late. Our guest, we were having a pet expert on today, but there is a whole bunch of things going on in the cosmos, and it made the energy wonky, and she just couldn't connect. So we're sorry we couldn't bring that to you today, but maybe at another time we'll figure it out and have her back. So we're going to start off with our top story today. Well, not top story, our first story, pardon me, first story.
They're all top stories.
Everything's a top story on Rhode Island Broadcasting.
Yeah.
There's no one story more important than the other.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with Winter Olympic controversies because, every Olympics, there's a few, right?
Yeah.
But the one that caught my attention was something that they call Crotchgate. It's about, have you heard about that? It's about the crotch enhancements made to the ski jumpers' suits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we're speaking about moose knuckle here or something.
Yes, we are. We're going right for the moose knuckle right off the bat. Okay, I was thinking about that, but I was like, okay, that might be a little too.
I'm not going to say that. Don't worry, I'll say it.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for saying that.
So,
at the Nordic Ski World Championship last March, Adrian Levelton, the suit technician for Norway's national ski jumping team, made alterations to suits belonging to the country's 2 top contenders. And after those suits had already passed inspection. So he knew what he was doing. And he did it in plain view of the Norway ski jumping head coach, who was seated in a chair halfway across the room. So what he was doing was
little ton.
Okay, I don't.
Little ton.
I'm not getting the reference there, but okay.
I mean, you can make anything inappropriate. I mean, this whole thing. I mean, we're going off the rails today. So.
Oh yeah, this one's right off the rails.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and the next story is kind of off the rails too. So they were sewing in stiffer, non-elastic thread to pull down the crotch area during flight, increasing the surface area and creating more aerodynamic lift.
Yeah.
Where inches make the difference between medaling and missing the podium. But
that's what she said.
Whoever said size doesn't matter was a liar. So what neither Levelton nor the head coach realized was that someone was recording them in secrecy while the alterations were being made.
Oh.
Yeah, they were standing behind a curtain. It's like the Wizard of Oz, for the love of God. They're standing behind this curtain, videotaping them, and then they made the video. They distributed it the following day to expose the cheating that was happening behind closed doors. And so American ski jumper Johnny Spillane said, probably the most shocking part was that it was Norway, because they're always considered one of the most stand-up teams. But everyone is going to push the limits. That hasn't changed and will never change, because this was deliberately altering a suit that had been tested already. So I wouldn't be surprised if they put in, things that once your suit's tested, the Ski Jumping Association takes them, and then you get them back right before you go to, so they don't have time to alter or do whatever. So this highlighted 2 irrefutable facts about the crotch-obsessed sport of skiing. A culture of cheating in ski jumping, the battleground between unscrupulous teams and rule-upholding regulators is often below the belt. Well, that's kind of obvious. So there has also been claims put forward to the World Anti-Doping Agency that ski jumpers are injecting their genitalia with hyaluronic acid to increase the size and enlarge the skin suit surface area around the crotch to give them greater lift so they can glide further in the pursuit of gold. So when they're being measured, they have the hyaluronic acid in their genitalia. or some of them are wearing because they strip down to their underwear, so their genitalia isn't exposed at this point. So whether it's injecting hyaluronic acid or putting a condom on full of hyaluronic acid, either way, it increases the girth of their genitalia, therefore allowing for a larger crotch size.
I mean, are all the other guys out there just going, "Ow, no, oh, no"?
I know. First of all, that's some
Oh.
stamina right there to inject that in yourself,
Oh.
or have your coach do it, or I don't know who's doing it, but yeah.
I'm done injecting you. You got to do it yourself.
Yeah. Oh, like
I'm
who
not
wants
doing
that?
that anymore.
Who wants that job? Can you imagine?
Oh.
Okay. Line up, boys. I've got some
Oh.
syringes for you. Holy heck.
Oh, that just makes me hurt. Ugh. Yeah.
Well, so you'd go for the condom then. You know,
Yeah.
condom like sleeves filled with hyaluronic acid to enlarge themselves before measurement. Hey, and the girls in the Olympic Village are saying, "Hey, is that hyaluronic acid? Or are you happy to see me?"
Oh man.
That gives a whole new meaning to upgrading your equipment. I'm not gonna lie. Holy heck. Holy. So
yeah.
Isn't it crazy? So male ski jumpers must wear tight-fitting suits that are no more than 4 centimeters larger than their body measurements. So 4 centimeters, that's all you got. So every millimeter makes a difference, because if there is a 1 centimeter fabric, 1 centimeter, small little bit, and if it's added to the circumference of that part of the suit, it increases the flight distance by approximately 2.8 meters, or for all your Americans, 9 feet. Wow. 1 centimeter. Wow. So yeah. So you might be if you're competing, you might be lining up for that needle, because you can get an extra 9 feet and be ahead of your competitors. Who's happy to see the nurse now?
Still
That's
not. I don't know. They're like, congratulations, 9 feet or 9
feet. 9 feet, buddy. It's 9 feet in the air. We're not, you know.
Yeah.
It's once they leave the ski lift and they fly and they land, they have an extra 9 feet just as a result of adding 1 centimeter of fabric to that area.
Wow. That's
that.
Yeah.
So this has been dubbed crotch gate.
Yeah.
So some people are coming up publicly and saying there's no one injecting hyaluronic acid, blah, blah, blah. But by them disputing it, it's happening. If it wasn't happening, they'd be laughing about it.
I mean, right? This is the regular deal all the way through all the sports. They're like, drugs, no drugs. We're not. What are you talking about? We have no
taken any drugs.
Enhancing ourselves? No, we don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be a dick to do this.
Absolutely, you'd have to be a dick to do that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Here you'd think that the enlarged penis sizes would be for the gymnastics in the Olympic Village. No, these guys are saving it for the freaking ski jumping. Like, okay, boys, you need a little lesson.
So are the women not doing this then?
Well,
I mean, I don't really know, but
I would think that they would use maybe put something in their underwear, so that, because I mean, really injecting that into your vulva might be, I don't know if you can. Oof, that would be.
I don't know either. Yeah.
Yes, it does, Ron. It certainly gives a bigger lift. You're right.
Yep. Bigger lift. Yeah.
Can you imagine? Yes. the Olympic officials who have to ask and talk about this, right? Have to ask the athletes. They're like, we asked for people to tell us about this stuff, and now we're immediately regretting being specific. We don't want.
Wait a minute. What are they actually doing here? Oh, great! I get to talk about that on the air. Okay.
Yes. Awesome. Now I have to come out and either deny or say this is happening.
Yeah.
So structural lift.
Yeah, structural.
Yeah. And try to explain that to your sponsor. Like, let's go in that direction too. The sponsors are like, okay, what is going on here? We're giving you all this money to train and go to the Olympics and represent your country, and now they have penis problems. So it's like, it's not cheating, it's vertical optimization.
It's vertical optimization.
Like, what?
Like,
I don't know.
Next, they're like, okay, no more injections, so you're gonna have to be working out in all of the muscles.
Exactly.
Make
So
them
now
all
they're going to get creative. They're going to get creative
for
to
sure. It's
optimize.
This shall not be the last unhinged thing that is going on.
No, now it's going to go far beyond, because that's really brilliant when you think about it. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
A little injection, go get measured, and like now we can expand the crotch area of your suit, and you're
like all of a sudden the demand for surgical procedures or for enhancement have been like, oh man, here we go. Yeah, this is what we're doing now.
And it probably opens up a whole new level of testing, because they would let them leave their underwear on, but now who knows? But how can you? But the other thing too is, okay, so say they have to take their underwear off. How can they say, oh, your penis is not that big? They don't know. They don't know what the Olympic athlete's penis size is, or whatever. They don't know.
We needed a counter. Like, how many times does Sharon say penis today?
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. Okay. Well, it's the story. It's the story. It's not usually part of my vernacular.
Yeah.
But they've also used to stuff dishcloths, sponges, and modeling clay in their underwear to enhance. So I would imagine the women are probably doing that.
Yeah. It seems reasonable and uncomfortable and weird, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Ron's hashtagging us. Yeah.
Joint enhancements.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yes. So now the rules have been tightened, but along with the crotches, everything's getting tightened in the Olympics.
Everything's getting tightened. Yeah.
But you know what? They might be putting the hyaluronic acid to good use, because the next thing that I found about the Olympics is that the Olympic Village, after 3 days, ran low on condoms.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, amazingly, surprisingly, there's going to be lots of new athletes born, apparently.
I wonder if the Norwegians are, really popular.
Yeah.
They've enlarged their equipment.
Yeah. It definitely could be. Although it sounds like it doesn't really matter. They're like, no, it's good. It's good. It's fine. That many condoms, it's
Well, they had given out 10,000 free condoms when the Olympics began. Within 3 days, they had no condoms left. So, on Valentine's Day, they said, we're going to give you more condoms for Valentine's Day because you need it. You think Valentine's Day might be popular for the condom use in the Olympic Village? Oh my God.
Yeah.
So 2,800 elite bodies in one village, like 2,800 of them. And they're all in top optimal physical shape.
Yeah.
That's not logistics. That's inevitability, because you know what's going to happen. I mean, come on.
Yeah. This is another one of those things that we just haven't apparently talked about yet at this point, because it's always been the case from what I understand. And what is so much better now is, on any of those posts on any social media, just go read the comments. Oh, it is. It is just unreal. The comments that come in there, you have entertainment for days.
Oh my God. Reddit is my favorite thing. It is my favorite thing now, because people on Reddit take it to another level, and they are so funny. It is so fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Reddit is definitely off the rails for sure.
Yes. But somehow keeping it PG, most of them keep it PG. They just take it to another level of funny. So what do you think what would you say the real Olympic sport is, Kyle?
Oh man, making new Olympic athletes. It's a race. It's a race. Or maybe the Olympic sport is not accidentally making Olympic athletes.
Yes, using those
Could be.
condoms. Safety first,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. There was some comment that I remember of they're Olympic athletes. I mean, where tenths and thousandths of a second matter. So they should be able to
stamina.
To pull to remove, pull out, pull out. This is we're talking about pilots now, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, got to pull out of that dive,
absolutely.
So you don't crash the plane.
But they don't have to because they're using all the condoms, which is great. I love to see that.
Yeah, until they ran out, and then
until they ran out. Now they turn into pilots.
Now it's a
no
new
longer
game.
Olympic athletes.
Oh man.
I think the winter sport, the most sport that's being done at the Winter Olympics is the horizontal mambo.
Yes. Yes.
That's the craze at the Winter Olympics. They're not there for the medals. They're there for the horizontal mambos.
Yes.
With all the other best looking, physically fit people on the planet. That's
wild.
And those beds.
Wow, PG-13 today. I know it's Sharon's fault.
I'm sorry. Hey, Kyle's running with it. Kyle's the one running with it.
I may have contributed.
I think the beds in the Olympic Village deserve their own medal ceremony.
Yeah.
And there have been some beds that were broken.
Oh.
Not this year, but in past years, there have been. And Jen Glock has joined us. Hi, Jen. She says, humans being humans. You are correct. That's exactly right. Doesn't matter where you are in life. We're all human at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for being here, Jen.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. Well, that's wild shenanigans going on. Yeah.
It's crazy stuff. And so in the 2024 Paris Summer Games, the organizers distributed more than 300,000 condoms. However, the tournament had 10,500 athletes. This year, they only have 2,800 athletes, 28 and change. And they've gone through 10,000 condoms already.
Uh-huh. They should have, yeah.
So, yeah, they're
Jen said, I would be upset if they weren't doing it.
Agreed, Jen. That's a great observation. A great point.
Oh,
yes. Yeah, that would be an opportunity missed for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we can all live vicariously through their
the Olympic athletes. Oh my gosh. And I'll end my little segment with this.
Okay.
Igor Medved, the head coach of Finland's ski jumping team, was dismissed from the Winter Olympics due to alcohol infractions.
Too many times. Too many times there, buddy.
Yeah, so his behavior violated team conduct rules, and the Olympic Committee ousted him, sent him home. He's not even he's sent home. You're out of here, buddy. So apparently the torch wasn't the only thing getting lit at the Olympics. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I got it. Oh, man. Yeah. That's
good. Yeah. Yeah, that's it seems reasonable. If you're going, you go to the Olympics and this is like a potentially once in a lifetime thing, and then
well, it's the head coach though. So he's the head coach of Finland's ski jumping team. And Finland, well, they like to drink over there. They're actually, they like to drink. But the head coach, so he's there every Olympics.
Everyone that he's been to.
Yeah.
Because that's what does it take to be, I wonder how many Olympics the head coach actually makes it to. That's until it switches and they have the next one.
What do you mean?
Because I would bet that, whoever the head coach is for the Olympics is not it's like, oh, hey, you're the best. So now you're going to be at every single Olympics for the next.
No, they have their coaches for years. If they medal, those coaches, they stay because they're doing a great job training those athletes. So if they consecutively medal in Olympics, those head coaches are there for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I mean, who knows?
if they're not,
yeah.
then
Well,
the next guy comes in. Yeah.
This guy might not be coming back.
Yeah, for sure. No fun. You went to the wrong party, dude.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Ron says a condom and a beer. He probably had both.
Yeah.
Looking for some love at the Winter Olympics.
Oh man.
Well, they got to keep warm somehow, right?
Yeah. It could be cold there. Yeah.
Well, it is. They got snow. It's been snowing, and
yeah. Body heat is definitely warmer. There's logistical reasons for this.
Yeah. Everybody knows about the laws of friction. Like
yeah. Keeps everything warmer. Yeah. Gold medal vodka. Yeah.
Ooh, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Ooh, some gold medal vodka, baby.
Yeah.
Potato water. Okay. Well, I guess now we better pay some bills.
Okay.
All right. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. And just in case you weren't aware, you can watch the Going On Daily show on Kick, on YouTube, and on Rumble at Rhode Island Broadcasting. You can also watch us on Twitch at RI_broadcasting and on X at Broadcasting RI. So you can tune in live to any one of those platforms, and you can listen to us on Spotify, Red Circle, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music at RI Broadcasting, as well as MeWe, TikTok, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, Gab, Parler, Space Hey, and Patreon at RI Broadcasting. So there is a plethora of platforms you can listen to us. And even the best part is follow us on Facebook at Going On Daily Morning Show, because there's so many things there. It's amazing. We've got so many different shows that you can watch. I mean, it's live viewing at your fingertips if you follow us on Facebook. So that's amazing. And you can support the show. Give us your 2 bits and buy some merch. Amazing Going On Daily mug that keeps coffee and tea hot. Your hot beverages stay hotter. I think they improve the taste. It's amazing. You can support the show and buy the merch at RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net. So you have so many options to be part of it. And as well, we have a monthly Hall of Fame that you can vote on. So this month, for the month of February, it is 90 shows, and we're running out of February. So get in there, people. Oh, I guess we're about halfway through. Get in there and vote for your favorite show, 90 show between Twin Peaks, The X-Files, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Oz, and ER. So come on, go on our website or use your QR code if you're watching the show right now. Put your phone up there, use your QR code. It takes literally about 5 seconds. It comes up, you choose the one you want, hit send, you're done. I've done it online. I've done it on live, and so has Chuck. And it literally took like 10 seconds to do. Ron has made it super, super easy. The producer of the show is making all this so easy for you. And you can, if you want to go to the website, you can vote for them at RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net. So so much going on. So many good shows to watch, and easily accessible.
It was super easy. I did it right now. There we go.
Literally 10 seconds, right?
Yep. Yeah, it took longer to read it than it did to click the buttons. So just voted for the X-Files. Yes.
And who is this beautiful little puppy? So now those of you listening on the radio, we have a beautiful puppy on the screen, and Kyle's going to tell us.
Yeah. So grief not talked about. And this is Delilah. And Delilah was my dog for about 10 years. Although, according to my ex-wife, she might differ that it was her dog. But either way, I think, I think the grief of animals, especially, and if you're in toxic abusive relationships and then get out
Oh,
of them,
yes. Yep.
then depending on how that all goes, you may or may not end up with your animal, or may
Yep.
have to fight for them, or whatever the case may be, because it's always different.
Yep.
And so with some of the toxic people, they are of course going to want to take the animals, especially if you love them. And
Bingo.
yeah,
Hmm.
and I think this is because this is a whole different level. There's so many layers of grief that we go through, especially with toxic relationships, and even in the ones that are not toxic. If it's just differences, and the relationship ends, and then one of you gets the pet, and I mean, because
Sad.
that, yeah, and unless you're with somebody that you're both really okay with, bringing the animal back and forth, then probably that's going to be the end of the relationship with your pet. And I think it's a huge thing that we don't really talk about, and the amount of grief that comes from that, and the guilt as well. Because then feeling guilty. I mean, at that point in my life, I was driving truck, and I was gone. I wasn't home every night, but it would have been hard to figure out how am I going to take care of the dog,
Yeah.
while I'm out, or while I'm gone for multiple days at a time, out,
Hmm.
who knows where, out in a truck. And so, yeah, that was a level of grief for me that was very hard. It's different, I think, with most other relationships, because you can talk to the people, and even if it's kids or stepkids, or any of those situations, you can talk to all of those people, and even if they don't understand, you can make the attempt at helping them understand, and for you to understand what's happening with the relationship ending, or what happened in the situation.
And if
And
they don't understand in the moment,
yeah,
like with children, that someday they're going to go, oh, okay. And the realization will
yeah,
hit them.
or
Whereas
or at
with,
least there's the potential. Yeah,
right. Whereas with
yeah,
the pet, they don't know why all of a sudden you're not
yeah,
there. They're like,
yep,
well, what's going on? How come? How come? Did they
yeah,
abandon me? What's happening?
yeah,
I had the same situation with my ex. He took the dog and would not allow me to see it until he needed to go out of town to work. So for
yep,
about 4 months, I had the dog, and then he came back because he's like, okay, you should see the puppy, whatever. But he played me because he's a
mhm,
narcissist, which was
yeah,
fine. I was happy to take her,
yep,
happy to have her.
yep,
And then all of a sudden, nope, you can't have her again when he came back. So
yeah,
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 it is a level of grief that
yeah.
people don't discuss. Thank you for bringing this up, Kyle.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. This was so Delilah was my trail buddy for probably 10 years. So
Mhm.
so I ride mountain unicycle, did some trail running, and so we would go do 4, 6, 8, 10 miles, and she'd always go, and I taught her how to play frisbee, taught her how to catch a frisbee out of the air, which was
Nice.
so amazing. I didn't realize that's, oh yeah, you can just teach them how to do that.
Yeah.
And so Delilah could take a frisbee out of the air over my head, uh, and I'm
Holy, that's some
yeah,
vertical.
yeah, she could probably, I'm gonna say, probably when she was in her prime, she could probably do 6'5", maybe almost 7 foot, that she could take a frisbee out of the air. So that was pretty amazing, to go every single day, and go play frisbee. It's like, okay, we're going back out to go play again, and she'd go over to the fridge, because it was by Tom Jones. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know
That
that
song.
song. I'll have to go listen to that song. But
Oh, Delilah. Dun, dun, dun. Delilah.
yeah,
I'm not a
but
singer,
yeah,
so.
we'd you know, I'd be in the, you know, in the house somewhere, and she'd go over and sit right in front of the fridge and look up at the fridge, because
Oh,
the frisbee was on top of the fridge so that she couldn't just have access to it. And then she'd wait for permission. I'm like, okay, get it. And she would, from a sit, she would jump and take the frisbee off of the top of the fridge. And
wow. Wow. Without hurting herself. Like you think
yeah,
you can see them hitting their mouth or something against the fridge, and or their teeth
yeah, yeah.
getting
And
no.
she would jump up and then pull the frisbee back. And so sometimes it'd be 2 or 3 jumps for her to pull it
Okay.
back and then grab it. You know, and sometimes she'd just knock it off the fridge, but most of the time she would jump up and pull it back and grab it in her mouth and have it in her mouth.
Wow.
So yeah, it was
That's
amazing. So
pretty
yeah,
cool.
that was it was heartbreak, you know, and still had the conversations with her, whether or not she could understand or whatever, but I'm
Yep.
like, you know, I'm so sorry, that this is what's going on. And I knew that, you know, she had some understanding that something was not right, but I remember, you know, going over and dropping stuff off at my ex's house and seeing her, and you could see the confusion in her face, like, I don't understand, why are you leaving?
Yes.
And
So
that adds, you know, that adds a whole nother layer, because it's like, okay, yeah, then you know, the animal is gone, but then you see them again and you see the confusion. They're like, why are you leaving now? And so then that adds on to everything that you're already feeling anyway.
because
Really tears at your heart, for sure.
absolutely, like Ron says, it's heartbreaking. And
Yeah,
when you look in their eyes at that moment, they're grieving too.
yeah,
Their
yep,
heart's broken because they
yeah,
don't understand why you're not there anymore. Okay,
yep,
oh, you're back, yay, 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 you're
yeah,
back.
yeah,
And then what? What do you mean? Why aren't you staying? This is where
yeah,
you live. This is, we live together. What's happening?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So and I think, you know, this is one of those things that there's, I think what makes it that much harder is there's not an easy answer. You know, in many ways there's not an answer to this, aside from just working through the grief for yourself. Because it's
Oh, okay.
look
Okay,
at
there we
that.
go.
There we are. Yeah.
There we are.
But yeah, and I think, that's, you know, that's another layer, which is not something that we think about working through that grief,
Right.
with a lot of people. It's like, I got to let go of this relationship, I got to move on with my life and all of that. But all of the grief, if we do not process all of those things, then it's stuck with us. And so really taking the time to process all of that grief, and you know, there's a bunch of different ways that we can do that, but the actual doing of that is the most important part, because you know, it would have been unbelievable. I don't think I could have talked about this, without having worked through a lot of the grief. And I had more come up last night as I was thinking about talking about this
Oh,
today.
yeah.
And which, you know, which is good, because that's when those things come up in our lives, then that's an opportunity for us to work through all
Yeah.
of those emotions. And so I know it's not fun and it's not what we want necessarily, but all of those things are an opportunity, um, to work through all of the emotions when they come up. When they surface, don't just stuff it away. You know, I
Right.
know we all want to do that, but when it comes up, that's an opportunity for us to work through those emotions, which allows us to move forward with our lives. And, you know, and I can feel the love for this unbelievable. I was so blessed to have, you know, for a decade, to
Yeah.
have this amazing dog in my life. One of the other things that I taught her as well is, she knew that she could not lick my face. She would lick the side of my head, but But I'm like, nope, you're not licking my face. And she
Yeah.
knew, and she'd sit right up in my face, and she knew that she couldn't lick my face. And so you could see her like shaking, you know, but she was, yeah, just a really super smart, super amazing dog. So,
And so, Kyle, what would you say if you could give our listeners and our viewers one piece of advice or guidance on how to process some grief when they lose, when they're
yeah.
unable to see a pet or they lose a pet, because that's also grief. When
Oh,
people have
yeah.
to put pets down, I mean,
Yep.
that's really
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one of the things that you can do, which is really go, sit with yourself and go back to that version of yourself when that happened, and then thank yourself and forgive yourself for feeling all of those emotions. And um, and I think what this does is it it gives our brain a job to do with the emotions. It's like, oh, we can then forgive ourselves, and then we can translate, we can take that emotion and turn that emotion into, you can visualize turning that emotion into something else. So you can turn it into a flower, into a garden, into something else, which gives our brain a job to do, which
Okay.
helps us to then release that emotion. And it's, might sound like off in this spooky voodoo realm a little bit, but what our mind wants to do is it wants a job, and it wants to know how to do the job. So how do we release these emotions? And I think that's been one of the most helpful ways for me to think about it and to talk about it, because not because it necessarily does anything particular, but it gives our brain a tangible way to think about releasing that emotion. And so that's one of the things that you can do. One of the other major things, which is the first step, really, is to allow yourself to sit with the emotion, which is not easy. And this is, I know a lot of people say, I'm sitting with it. Oh, I feel that emotion. And when you have that, oh, I'm sitting with that emotion, you are trying to push it away. You're not allowing it to come up. It's very similar to, when Aunt Gladys or whoever it is
Yeah.
really wants to give you a hug, and you
Yeah. And
give
you're
her a
like,
hug anyway, and you don't want it, and so you're just along for the ride, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna let Aunt Gladys give me a hug,
kiss me
and
on the cheek, Aunt Gladys. Stop the lips.
probably,
I'm too old for the lips now. Kiss
yeah,
me on the cheek, lady.
she's probably gonna give you a kiss on the cheek, and you just allow her to do that. And that's what those awful emotions feel like, really, is a big old hug and a big old kiss, big old slobbery kiss on your cheek from Aunt Gladys or whoever it is for you. And you just allow yourself to sit in that emotion, because it's only 30 to 90 seconds that the emotions last for. But
Okay.
we want to sit with them and allow them to be there, and not push them away, suppress them, run
Or
away
judge
from them, distract ourselves, any of those things.
or judge them.
Um,
We don't want to judge them either.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the other part is a lot of kindness and compassion for yourself. And you're going to beat yourself up, probably, and so when you do, then also more kindness and compassion.
Because it really, when you lose a pet, no matter how you lose the pet,
Yeah.
there's grief. And now, if you're in a situation that Kyle's been in, where separation and divorce, and you're unable to see that puppy or that pet, whether it's a cat, a dog,
Hmm.
and of course there's going to be some guilt there, but it's okay, because you just have to realize that everything happens for the greatest and highest good. It's not easy from our position, where we were the ones who lost the pet, and we want to see that pet on a regular basis. It's not easy to process that, but
Hmm.
it's okay, because everything happens for a reason. We don't know what that reason is. It's
Mm.
not apparent to us. So give yourself some grace And I love that idea of planting a flower or planting a tree. And every time you think of your pet, it blossoms, it grows, and soon you have a garden, or you have this beautiful big oak, and it's your love for that pet transforming into something that your mind can love and your body can turn into love instead of guilt, instead of grief and guilt. It's beautiful. I love that, Kyle. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, super excited for you, Jen. Glad you got a puppy. That's really neat. Getting out of a toxic relationship and then getting your own animal. I have to beg to differ with you a little bit, Sharon.
Okay, go ahead. Love it.
The, everything happens for a reason. I do not believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe that we can make meaning out of everything that happens.
Right.
And I think
I guess that's my way of making meaning.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, all of the things, it's like, oh, this happened for a reason, and perhaps it did. But what I think is more important for most people in most situations is we can make meaning out of everything that happens, and we get to choose whatever the meaning is. And and I think that's an easier thing because and I bring it up because a lot of people will say that to someone else when they're going through grief, and it's like when if somebody's lost a child, especially, and then people say, well, everything happens for a reason. That's when people are more likely to get their lights punched out.
You don't say that when someone loses a child. Like, clearly there's a time and a place to say that. And there are times and place not to say that. That's just common sense, Kyle.
Yeah, no, and it is, but I realize that a lot of people, even well-meaning people, will say that. Well, it's like, well, we're uncomfortable here and we need to say something. And so we're going to say something, and okay, a lot of times, hopefully they're not saying that as somebody loses a child, but
yes.
But
thank you for clarifying that.
I think with
that
all
wasn't
of
my
those,
intent. That it should be used as a blanket for everything. No.
And I get it. And I think that usually we can look back and think about that, but that's where we make meaning out of everything that happens. And it's also why I say it that way rather than saying, everything happens for a reason. We can make reason out of everything that happens.
It's a great rephrase, Tom. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, a unicycle. Yes. Love riding unicycle. It's good. So anyway, hopefully nobody's going through that. If you've gone through that, sending you some extra love.
Absolutely. From our hearts to yours. We're sending you some love and some compassion. Yeah.
So that is all I've got for that. And it sounds like perhaps we might have a unique, we'll call them unique. Unique special guest.
A surprise guest today.
Yeah. So we'll,
our producer Ron has decided he will do a top 5 for us today.
Yeah, he's got a dog butt in his face. That's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
Which is opposite. Usually their nose are in your butt, not your nose in theirs.
Well, that's why
you just got to take what you can get, right?
Some days.
If I was in Milan Cortina, it would be different, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You might have used a condom or two. And maybe some hyaluronic acid. Who knows?
No, I don't think. I can't see my. Look, I don't even like needles. So
yeah,
that isn't happening.
That's too much. I'm like, no.
Oh, well, I got a great top 5 movie and TV pets.
Oh, that's
In some of
interesting.
these cases, though, it's more like a companion rather than a pet. But
Well, yeah.
you know, you bend a little. You
Yeah.
bend a little.
You bend a little. Yeah.
So, keeping with the pet theme this week, I've done several top fives, and this one is pretty. This one's pretty good. Beware, because you're probably not going to agree with me. Beware.
That's never happened, Ron.
I know.
No, it's
shocked.
Rare.
Yeah.
Rare. But Hugo, yeah, beware of this one, Hugo. You might not like this. So there's lots of pets in movies. I mean, we've all seen many of them. Lassie, Rin Tin Tin. There's Eddie from Frasier.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Eddie. Okay. Yep.
Old Yeller. All of which did not make my top five.
Wow.
I'm sorry about your luck.
Yeah.
Lassie did not make it, right?
I'm shocked. That's shocking that Lassie didn't make it.
There was Dreyfus from Empty Nest way back when. Vincent from Lost, the dog that was on Lost.
Didn't see that.
Scud, the evil neighbor from Toy Story, his dog, Scud.
Scud. Oh. I forgot about him.
Yeah. You can still be evil and make the list, but he did not.
He did not. If Lassie didn't make it, then Scud shouldn't.
That's right. Exactly. Bruiser from Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Murray from Mad About You. The dog from that TV show.
Murray, right.
Mr. Ed.
Oh, Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed. Oh, come on. How did Mr. Ed not make your... Come on.
He didn't make the list.
He's iconic. Mr. Ed is iconic.
Yeah, I know, but he didn't make
People still reference Mr. Ed.
Comet from Full House didn't make it.
Oh, that was a big...
Nor did Benji or Crypto.
Who's Crypto? What am I missing? What am I forgetting?
Dog.
Oh, Crypto. Okay, right.
Yeah, I don't know how this happens. There's no way Crypto is being sent, later and makes it to the same planet. That's BS. BS.
Yep.
There was also Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That was a cat, right?
Yes. And Marcel from Friends didn't make my list.
Oh, Marcel.
And I love monkeys, but he didn't make it. Didn't make it. There was Elvis from Miami Vice. Remember Elvis the alligator? The watch gator?
Oh.
Crypto is Supergirl's dog. Yeah, another stupid hero.
Thanks, Woohoo.
Like, how does she arrive after the planet is already destroyed?
Right.
Then she pops in several years later. Yeah. Okay,
wormhole.
Yeah. Right. There was Buckley from the Royal Tenenbaums. Buck from Married with Children. That was a good one.
Oh.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Buck was awesome.
Yeah. Buck was awesome. Yeah.
But he didn't make the list. There was Silver from the Lone Ranger.
I thought for sure.
Nope. Hi-ho, no.
Hi-ho, off to Ron's top five.
Look,
you do not
Marmaduke didn't even make it. And these have to be live action, so there was no Scooby and all them. Live action. Babe didn't make it, the pig.
Well, I'm okay with that. Woogo says that Crypto, Supergirl's dog, got sent before, but her pod went a different way. So I guess then her pod came back. And
their pods would never have made the same planet. Never.
I have questions too, and I don't know if they're on your list or not, but did Trigger or Champion make your list?
No, they did not.
Oh, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Who's Champion? No, I don't know who Champion is.
Oh, do you know who Trigger is?
Maybe. be.
That's good. We got one over Sharon there.
So they also did not make the list. They were coming up next.
Okay. Sorry. Derailed you.
Zamba, the lion from Addams Family, did not make the list. The little kitty cat didn't make it. Marley from Marley and Me didn't make it.
I thought for sure be like number 4 or something.
Well, here's one that's going to get everybody upset. Tiger from the Brady Bunch didn't make it.
I'm okay with that.
A lot of Brady Bunch fans out there. Kenny, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Kenny.
Frodo, the cat from A Quiet Place, day 1 didn't make it. I had to throw that in there because I like the name. That's about it. And Fred, the Basset Hound from Smokey and the Bandit, Snowman's dog, the Basset Hound. He didn't make it though. So who made it? Isn't that like everybody?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not everybody. That's a lot of them. There are still many more that I'm not even mentioning. But honorable mention, Clyde from Any Which Way But Loose. You know the orangutan?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Clint Eastwood?
Yep. Classic, iconic.
I was like, nope, I have no idea what that is.
I think I
Clyde
know,
the orangutan.
Yeah.
Mr. Bigglesworth from Austin Powers movies, Dr. Evil's cat. Mr. Bigglesworth, honorable mention.
Okay.
Because I love the name, and it's Austin Powers and Mr. Evil. Also honorable mention, Beethoven. I can't forget Beethoven. They made like 50 movies.
Yeah.
Probably all with different St. Bernards.
Probably.
Yeah.
But Beethoven had to be there. And I don't know if you guys remember this one. Do you remember BJ and the Bear TV show?
Yep.
No.
Bear is on my honorable mention. Love that monkey. The chimpanzee.
Trigger was a horse, wasn't it?
McKay and his best friend.
Roy Rogers, horse. Okay.
Yeah.
And Champion.
What?
And Champion. Champion was the other.
Oh, okay.
Champion was also a horse.
Because as soon as you said Trigger, I was like, I think Trigger was a horse, but it took me a while to pull out from where.
Gene Autry and Roy Rogers.
Yep. Very popular animals. Like, I didn't even look, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and I didn't put any of the horses in there.
Ooh. Didn't they have a parrot or a bird or something too?
Because I didn't feel like they were like a pet or anything. Yeah. Or even a companion at that point, because they were just like Shadowfax. It was just like a horse that comes running, and then they go off and ride it, and then you don't see anything really. So it didn't include them. But my last honorable mention, which is number 6, the Bubble, Einstein from Back to the Future.
Einstein.
Yeah.
The first time traveler of the movie. First one. He traveled 1 minute into the future, remember?
Yep. Einstein was the guinea pig.
Yes, he was. So Einstein was number 6. So that leaves the top 5. And number 5, I had to put this little guy in there. Toto had to be in there. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I like a lot of the others better, but just because of the movie itself, how I mean, I watch it every year.
Toto was a central character.
Exactly. And so Toto had to be in there, and Toto is number 5.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
The Little Dog 2. Number 4, and I'm probably not the only one, but I cried during the scene. Sam from I Am Legend, the German Shepherd with Will Smith.
Okay.
What a
Yeah.
beautiful dog, for one. And of course, it played a major role in the movie. And when he had to put the dog to sleep, he had to kill the dog because, got mangled. And but that was really sad in the movie, and it's like everlasting. That scene was the best scene in the movie, and it's sad. Number 3, and I love this movie, Jerry Lee from K9. The one with Jim Belushi, where he's a detective and he has the dog, and dog takes the bullet
yes.
that was such a great movie. I love Jerry Lee. Again, I like Shepherd, so it makes sense that I have another one there. But yeah, it was number 2 for me. I mean, number 3 for me, rather. But number 2 is a horse, and it's that horse.
Oh.
Hidalgo. I love the movie with Viggo Mortensen, and that's why I said it's not really a pet; it's more like a companion. You spent a lifetime with this horse, and he was like a postman, Pony Express kind of mailman,
Okay.
And from there he used to race all the time, and then he started doing these shows with Wild Bill, and all those shows and stuff like that. So they tied it all that in, and then he ended up doing a race out in the desert in Saudi Arabia. And so he brought his horse out there to do the race, a long distance in the desert.
Wow.
And what a great movie this is. It was spectacular. And I loved the horse. I loved the Mustang. Oh my God. It was such a great movie. I loved it. It's right up there for me with Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's great.
And what's the name of it?
Probably Hidalgo is the name of the movie.
Oh, okay.
And it's also the name of the horse. So it's fantastic.
Very
what a
fitting.
great story. Great story.
Yeah.
Love the horse. But number 1 has to be the one next to it. Hooch from Turner and Hooch. The movie, not that crappy TV show remake that they tried to pull off and get a guy that looks like Tom Hanks, get a dog that looks like Hooch, and see the magic begin. Right now, it was awful, but the movie was fantastic. Loved the movie, and the whole story that leads up to the end, where he gets the killers and blah 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 blah. But the dog was awesome in that.
You missed one completely off of any list. I've been listening for it since the beginning. TV, Littlest Hobo. That dog was everybody's pet.
Who?
The Littlest Hobo. Did you guys not have
Canadian thing? I guess because I
Did
know
you
that's
not
not
get to
down
see
here.
The Littlest Hobo?
I'm like, no clue. No clue.
Littlest Hobo is like
okay. I didn't know it was a Canadian thing. This
it has to be because I've heard of it.
Yeah, never heard of it.
He's a little dog, much the size of yours, Kyle, and he goes from town to town, and when there's something happening, then he alerts the people. He's like, come with me, and they follow him and go find little Jimmy fell down the well, or whatever happened. But everybody loved this Littlest Hobo, and then he would do his duty and save the day, and then he would go on to the next town, and he would have another adventure
so it's the
in the next
Canadian
town.
version of Lassie.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, no, we had Lassie too.
Well, that's because Lassie demands more than one country.
Oh, well, okay. Whatever. Yeah.
Down the well again.
Goo gets it. Little Timmy fell down, and that's the joke. We'll go if the dog comes to you and it's like, trying to get your attention. We'll be like, what? Did Timmy fall down the well?
Again?
Again? Yeah.
Again?
And there's so many animals in movies and TV. I'm sure I've missed some. And you can't think of everything. I mean, this is like hours of research that I do these things, and you know, it is possible that I do forget some things. And believe me, days later, I could be just, you know, doing whatever. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, I forgot this one. And it happens all the time. And then it's like, oh, I need to redo it, but I can't redo it. You know.
So I guess the reason why Scooby-Doo didn't make your list is because you weren't doing animation.
Yeah, I mean, there was a movie for a live action movie, but no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you include animated pets. That becomes a different story.
It's a whole category.
I'm not sure that, you know, I'm not sure any of them make my top 5 if you add animated. Not sure. Maybe a couple might. Maybe Hooch and Hidalgo would. I don't think anybody else would.
Okay.
Because you gotta have Astro, you gotta have Scooby. Snoopy would be number 1.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, save that list for another day.
Oh, I've done that list.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay. I didn't know you did the top 5
like a couple of years ago. So, but you know, it's all. I like to keep them fresh.
Okay.
So
yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
There
Keep
you
things
go.
fresh, just like in the Olympic Village. Keep things fresh.
Yeah. Keep things fresh.
Oh, they're fresh, all right.
On every level, man. Woo! It's a party.
Yeah. Definitely a party. Oh, that was good. Good show.
Thanks, Ron. Thank you, Ron, for joining us and giving us that top 5. Pretty cool. Very good. Sorry. We don't know who's leading. Okay, Kyle, where can they find you when people want to get in touch with you and have some more of your wonderful advice? Where can they get a hold of you?
KyleMillerCoaching.com and at Kyle Miller Coaching on all the different platforms. I'm everywhere. So yeah, happy to talk with anybody. Reach out and yeah. And how about you, Sharon? Where do we find you?
They can find me on Facebook at Holy Shift Balls. I do a half-hour podcast here on the Going On Daily on the Rhode Island Broadcast Network every Thursday morning at 11 a.m. Central Time, 9 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Mountain. And so they can find me on Facebook at Holy Shift Balls, on Rumble at Holy Shift Balls, and YouTube at Holy Shift Balls. So yeah, we air it live on YouTube, and then Facebook, Rumble, you can get the replay. And then, of course, we're on all of the platforms that Going On Daily has as well. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So tomorrow we have Luana and JJ. That'll be an amazing show. They're both very, very wonderful people. Or Ron might sub in and Kenny might sub in. We're not quite sure of the lineup yet because one of them, JJ, or is it Luana? One of them is in Hawaii. So we're not sure if she's back yet. So it'll be a surprise. It could be Ron, Kenny, Luana, JJ, any combination thereof. But any combination is a good combination.
Yeah. Somebody will be here. So definitely tune in.
Yeah. And thank you again for joining us today. And thank you, Jen. And thank you, Wugo. We appreciate you. Wugo. Appreciate you tuning in and sharing your thoughts with us. We really appreciate it. And Becky was caught on camera sleeping.
Oh,
was she?
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems
interesting.
Reasonable.
Yeah. Well,
we all need a nap.
The other side of the world, her time zones are a little bit, I would imagine her sleeping schedule is a little bit off right now.
Yeah, for sure.
But good on her for catching a nap.
Yep. Thank you, everybody.
See you again. Have a wonderful